Hello there, friends. I cannot say that I am super ready, shall we say, for this final fight. Something telleth me that this might be a bit of a doozy. And if I have proved anything in this playthrough, it's that I'm not very good, and that this is likely to be a speedy yada yada yada. 28 attempts it took me to defeat Laxacia. 28 attempts it took me to defeat Simon Manus, the Arm of God. 22 to defeat Lamaccio. How bad is this going to be?
Where's the legend I faced before? Shut up, you filthy puppet! Oh, no. I must ask. Did you actually believe you could save your beloved apprentice?
Oof. Oh dear.
And who might you be?
Oh dear Lord, he's creepy. I'm totally doing this the story way.
Oh, how sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia Florence Monad, takes the stage one more time.
I will cut you into cornwood!
There it is! This precision, this technique! How I miss them!
This is going to be a multiple stage boss fight, obviously.
I swore I would never be late again! I won't lose anyone else! Not Romeo! Not anyone!
And phase 2. Whose skin does he have? Whoa. Crispy. That's a cool design. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, good!
Offer me something greater.
Oh my god.
Show me. Share your
What the hell?
Show me your truest fears.
Ow.
I will carve dread into your eyes that will haunt you forever!
Oh, okay. That's a 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's actually not a terrible rhythm. I just wasn't expecting so much of it. Okay. That seems like it's going to take me a few tries, let's be honest. But this is fine. Why have I still got the carcass thing on? That's not going to be very useful on this fight, is it? Because he's a puppet! Etc, etc, etc. Right.
Come on, then, show me. Share your pain. Show me your truest fears.
As you wish.
To exit my stage.
I'm stuck on a bench. What is this? Hollow Knight? Yeah, I was pinned in the corner there against the bench. I couldn't move. So that went well.
I will carve dread into your eyes that will haunt you forever!
Time to exit.
Oh, that's got an extra hit at the end of it. Yeah, I don't think that's actually too bad. I mean, obviously, I took a lot of chip damage. It's a very cool fight. It's very cool looking. That's such a cool move. I'm assuming we can get her sword at the end of this.
Come on, then, show me. Share your pain. Show me your truest fears.
Oh, I fucked that up.
Wish. I will carve dread into your eyes that will haunt you forever!
Oh, it's got another hit after it. Damn it. Okay, so I survived the one that I didn't survive the previous time, only to be hit with an extra follow-up. Oh, it's still got me. That will take off. Yeah. So you've got to hit those parries. I think I did all right with the blood orb things. What are we up to? 4 or 5 deaths now?
To exit my stage.
Again, stuck next to a fucking bench. I mean, at least we're dying consistently in the same spot. I assume he can only do this big-ass waterfowl dance thing once at the start of the round. And probably halfway through, I would guess. I can't imagine he'll be able to do it all the time.
Show me your truest fears.
As you wish. I will carve dread into your eyes that will haunt you forever!
Time to exit my stage.
Right, even though I was stood in the middle of that, I just got pushed all the way back. So blocking is clearly not the way to go with this. It's going to have to be dodging. Because even though I was blocking, he took off 2/3 of my health with his spinny attack. That's not going to work. That's clearly not the way you're supposed to deal with this.
Show me your truest fears.
As you wish. I will carve dread into your eyes that will haunt you forever!
Oh, still got me. Still got me. But his dive attack didn't just went over my head, and you can run out of the radius of his whirlwind.
Time to exit my stage.
Okay, so I couldn't get out of it that time, and it didn't go over my head that time. So maybe I need to be further forward? We survived!
And foolish. How very human of you.
Oh, and he's just going to do it again.
Got you. Oh, you stay down this time. Time to exit my stage.
Really? He can just do it again. That's actually quite disappointing, I think, in terms of boss design. As a big kind of start of round thing, sure. Yeah, I can appreciate that. But as just something he can do multiple times whenever he wants, that's actually not very fun. Because that means you've just got to... Not even Millennia does that. And there were far more ways of bullshitting Millennia. Jeez. It does so much damage, and if you don't do anything, if you don't do it perfectly, you're dead. And if you can do that multiple times during the fight, that is not fun design. I'm really hoping that that was just a quirk of AI, that actually it's quite low weighted in the pool of things that he can do. Because if he can just do that whenever, that's... Oh, that's a grab, okay.
What exactly are you? Time to exit my stage.
Okay, so if you get grabbed, you're dead.
I will time to exit my stage.
No, dead.
Time to exit my stage.
I don't understand why I took so much damage from that. Did I miss every single one of those parries? I just saw my health bar just going out the corner of my eye. Oh shit.
You know. Gotcha. Time to exit my stage. Time to exit my stage.
I will carve dread into your eyes that will...
Time to exit my stage. Time to exit my stage. Time to exit my stage. Oh, deuce.
Dread into your eyes that will...
Time to exit my stage. 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 Emotions.
Oh, dead. That is...
Time to exit my stage.
That needs to be far better telegraphed.
Time to exit my stage.
I swore an oath to Carlo.
Time to exit my stage. Oh, stubborn and foolish. How very time to exit my stage.
It's just... He does so much damage. Again, it's that feeling of being... Like, this is a new game plus boss, but in new game. And it's not scaled very well. Just like Promised Consort of Dawn ended up being nerfed. Because he was scaled really badly for just normal gameplay. I can't see
To exit my stage.
because it wasn't fucking locking on.
Time to exit my stage.
Yeah, time for a break. We'll try again later.
Many hours later.
I don't really know what my plan is. I don't really have a plan. Do I just use consumables? Do I go elsewhere and level up some more? Do I just bump the game difficulty down? You know, I've been defending the game difficulty thing.
Oh, how sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia Florence Monad, takes the stage one more time.
Tear off your damn head and
Damn
rip
it.
out your ego! That is, if your soul is even in there.
My soul. My soul is here, my soul is there. My art is my soul, and it is everywhere.
I swore an oath to Carlo. I swore I would never be late again. I won't lose anyone else! Not Romeo! Not anyone!
I do want to try something though. Because the one thing that I haven't tried...
Show me! Share your pain! Show me your truest fears!
Can you dodge these?
As you wish.
Time to exit my stage!
Okay, potentially dodgeable.
I will cut you into cordwood!
Time to exit my stage!
Alternatively, we won't get any parries.
Show me your truest fears!
As you wish. I will carve dread into
Okay.
your eyes that will haunt you forever!
Got you!
Okay.
Stubborn and foolish! How very human of you!
I'm dead because massive attack. But you can run from the projectile, so you don't need to worry about the chip damage. And actually, it looked like, and I could be wrong on this, and I've got no way of checking back, but it looked like you can actually dodge his dive attack. Now, I'm not using the dodge fury attacks thing, and I thought that was a fury attack. So I'm a little bit confused now, it has to be said.
Share your pain! Show me your truest fears! Time to exit my stage!
I was focusing on what he was doing. It certainly looks like a fury attack. It does seem a bit inconsistent with running from those orbs, though.
Show me your truest fears!
As you wish.
No, I'm stuck against the wall because... What's he like versus the flamethrower? Because the flamethrower did us well against the... Was it the Anguished Guardian or whatever it was called?
Oh, how sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia Florence Monad, takes the stage one more time. Whoa!
That was a fucking terrible parry.
Time to exit my stage.
Oh, that's just gone straight through. And it seemed to take off the first chunk of his health nice and quick. Yeah. I'm definitely in the promised consort Radahn phase of experimentation, essentially, which, rather than getting good with a specific combination of handle and blades, it's likely to pump up the...
Oh, how sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia Florence Monad, takes the stage one more time.
Nah, this is doing nothing.
Fails. Humans are just so breakable. But even the legendary Stalker fears the Reaper.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I swore an oath to Carlo. I swore I would never be late again. I won't lose anyone else. Not Romeo. Not anyone.
This. Go on and show me. Share your pain. Show me your truest fears.
As you wish. I will carve dread into your eyes that will haunt you forever.
And that just blasts through that. You can't block it. Flamethrower was no use whatsoever. It's too short range. It's been too short range since we got it. And that's... You can grab me off the floor. Bullshit. God damn it. I can't do enough damage to him fast enough. I feel like I've got no stagger ability or anything. I just feel woefully underpowered versus this guy. And I'm sure there are people that have already beaten him at like level 1 or some such bollocks. And that's great. But I just feel that the advanced builds have really suffered in this DLC.
Like you mean it.
Oh, come on.
To exit my stage.
How are you supposed to escape that?
To exit my stage.
God damn it.
To exit my stage.
I'd be really intrigued. I'd be really interested in knowing what level they perceive the average player doing this content at. Not your own backs, who can, you know, do it blindfolded, no hit, no damage, yada yada yada. The average player.
Time to exit my stage. Time to exit my stage.
Nervous? I thought your goal was to make me despair.
No, how did you expect it to hear that whimpering?
You puppet! I will kill you if it's the last thing I do! Right here! Right now!
Enough!
Oh shit.
You know.
Oh, and I'm dead.
Time to exit my stage. Your eyes. What exactly are you? Time to exit my stage.
That is a one-shot. It will just kill you. Bullshit. Hate that. That's really unfair.
Romeo,
No, how did you expect it to hear that? Time to exit my stage. Time to exit my stage. Time to exit my stage.
Yeah, this fight's got the Dawn syndrome.
Oh, how sweet! Now our guest of honor, Leia Florence Monad, takes the stage one more time.
I will cut you into cordwood!
There it is! This precision, this
I
taste.
swore an oath to Carlo. I swore I would never be late again. I won't lose anyone else! No, Romeo! No, not anyone!
Whoa! Go on and show me! Share your pain! Show me your truest fears!
As you wish. I will carve dread into your eyes that will haunt you forever!
How stubborn and foolish! How very human of you! Got you!
Not even close!
You know, I confess I'm getting pretty bored. I'm the boy over there, but you are a beast. Emotionless.
You puppet! I will kill you if it's the last thing I do! Right here! Right now! No, my body. It won't.
Oh, fuck you.
Last, the legend meets reality. Now, for you, whoever you are, shall we dance? I see it in you, you know. Pain, fear, loneliness. And now, the grand finale. Oh, at last, the legend meets reality.
Fuck you.
Impressive. You have to spoil the fun.
Take this!
Nice.
It was fun while it lasted.
So it was us that cut him to bits. Two hours, I think, total. That fight took me. She's going to die regardless. And that's Romeo there. Replaced his hands. Oh! He's still alive.
Thank you.
Keep it. She's not going to be able to use it any longer.
It's yours now.
The sun comes up.
All this time, I wondered why you look so familiar. And now I know.
And he's gone. It doesn't change their fates, though. She still dies from the petrification disease. Romeo still becomes the king of puppets. The Rose's memory reached the ending. Yeah. Overture is a DLC very much modelled after the old Hunters DLC. Just like the main game was very much modelled after Bloodborne with a mix of Sekiro in. And whilst the base game was very linear, I also think it was genuinely pretty well balanced for the most part. I still struggled with Laxasia. And I still struggled with Simon Manus. And I know I raged at both. But I still think that Laxatia was actually a really good fight. And I think Simon Manus' first phase was a little bit too long, and its second phase was a little bit too faffy in terms of spatial awareness. But just like the old Hunters was very much a step up in terms of difficulty so that you could access it wherever, and in theory you would go back to it in various stages as you continued through the game. Overture doesn't do that. You know, it started the difficulty pretty high, and in many ways, apart from somewhat bloated health pools in the penultimate area, the last area, the Rose Estate, was actually fine. But it felt like most of the time the first bit was quite challenging, and then it got easier until the last but one zone, and then it ramped up, and then it came down again. Now the boss difficulty was all over the place, frankly. There were some bosses I think were pretty straightforward, and there were some that really weren't. You know, the crocodile boss was very much a camera boss and very much a dodge boss in a game that for the most part prioritises parrying. Lumacchio, or whatever his name was, Lumacchio? The head of the bastards. He was very much a parry fight. The Arlecchino fights, I think, just like Promised Consort Radahn, I suspect it will probably get some nerfs. Because some of the attacks and attack chains are a little bit too mean, frankly, in my opinion. I think they are a little bit, and that's what it is. It feels mean. It feels vindictive. It feels like the developers watched a load of the best players in the world, the speedrunners and so on and so forth, make their game look easy, and they therefore decided to ramp up the difficulty with the knowledge that they were going to add difficulty modes. Now, I like the inclusion of difficulty modes. I think difficulty modes are good, and I think difficulty modes should be in more Souls-likes, but not at the expense of decent game balance. And I don't think a couple of the latter bosses in this DLC, I think, were balanced around the fact that, oh, we've put difficulty modes in so players can just put the difficulty down. So, difficulty modes so that more people can play the game, absolutely yes. But I don't think that a player such as myself, who played through, albeit with some difficulty, the base game, I don't think we should be unduly punished by massively upping the difficulty in a DLC because of that compromise. You know, it's partially a pride thing. You know, I completed Lies of P. I platinumed Lies of P. With trouble, with summons/spectres where appropriate, but I did it. Just like I have done this. But will I say I have enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed the base game? No. Was it overall a good DLC? Yes. Does it have some rough spots where I think realistically they've gone a bit overboard? Yes. Do I think they should tweak certain boss fights? Yes. Do I think that is going to piss some people off the way the Promised Consort Radahn tweaks pissed players off? Absolutely. Because, of course, there are some people that build up their entire persona around the validation that they get from having completed a Souls game. And if there are difficulty modes, then that takes away from their feeling that in some way, shape or form in their life, they are good. They are exceptional. They are capable at doing something. Because if all the casuals are completing the game as well, and they're getting the same achievements, well, where is my sense of exclusivity? Where's my sense of, oh, I'm better than somebody at something? Because there is that drive for superiority, and that's what turns into that skill issue, filtered, get good mentality, that a lot of those players that can't stand the idea of difficulty modes, they want to stay in that exclusive club. As a reminder, my ranking of Souls games: Bloodborne at the top, Lies of P second, The Surge 2 third. The Surge 2 is not a difficult game, but it is an excellent Souls-like, in my opinion. I'm still really confused as to what Leah's age is supposed to be. She doesn't seem to be any older. So yes, Lies of P Overture, a really good DLC with some missteps. Oh. And we're going to find the... Is this Geppetto? Yeah. He's come to take Romeo away. After all she went through.
I believe in you. Carry on. Don't forget, this is your story now.
That sounded very much... Secret room key. Collect all weapons and Legion arms in the Forgotten Time. That sounded very much like Geppetto had drawn a sword. The idea that Leia was killed by the petrification disease, I think, might not have been accurate. I think Geppetto might have offed her. Well, we're back. Stories that remain. There are stories that, however minutely, have been altered by your actions. Seek out the tales that remain in both the Forgotten Time and the present time. Oh? Interesting that this counts us as being in the... Oh no, it doesn't count us as being in the Forgotten Timeline, does it? So the secret room is in Eventide Krat. What is going on? The white butterflies. Ah, coin tree. These are all flowing inwards, aren't they? Except this one. It's leading upwards, I'm assuming, to the coin tree. Oh no. Ah. That's what gets us through there. Oh. That's gone. Why is that no longer glowing? Mysterious. What is this place?
The painting. This must have been Leia's room. Who knew her memories were so close?
My dearest Carlo, listening to this song always reminds me of you. Do you remember the time we all gathered to play this piece together? We were happy then. They were precious, if all too short moments of happiness. Perhaps those times were so precious because of their brevity. Why is it that we humans always look for more when happiness is already in our grasp? I couldn't appreciate what we had then. But that wasn't because I found you tiresome. After breaking ties with the Monad family, I was lost. I could barely take care of myself. So taking responsibility for you and Romeo, it was more than I could bear at the time. But in the end, you two saved me. You washed away all the spite and hatred in my heart. Legendary Stalker. A worthless title. That cruel end should never have been your fate. It was only when I held your pale, cold face in my hands that I understood that we should have stayed together. That I should never have left the two of you. But now you belong to the past. I shouldn't cry. It happens to us all. Eventually, I will join you there as well. No one lives forever. So in time, we will meet again. And in that moment, my wish is that I get to sit with you as the light of the sunrise washes over us, and we share a laugh together. Your teacher, Leia.
She left that here for her. Here for us, essentially, didn't she? Listen to the legend's last recording. Discard your past fears and protect your inner flame. As long as you're here, I won't be afraid, because you're here. This place is contaminated too. There isn't much extra water left. The kind hermit helped me, but he knows it's not going to last much longer either. Terrible mutations from the side effects of the petrification disease neutralization process. Many people of Krat will turn into carcasses, the alchemist monsters. My friends are the only thing that comes to mind in my final moments. Lumaccio is ill. Sophia is missing. Lorenzini lost hope. H is dead. Who is H? And here I am, Maduro. We risked our lives and fought from each post, but sometimes there are no rewards. Still, some things are left. Something even power and lies can't hide. The truth. Someone will unearth the truth. Someone will unveil the lie. Taking the extra step forward for the people coming behind. I believe that was my role. I, Maduro the reporter. My weapon was my pen and the truth. Now I leave my records to you who visit this place. Maduro. A memo has been added. I have only one regret. Lumaccio Pantalon, my friend, the ailing traitor. If only I had realised sooner that your heart was sicker than your body, so many lives could have been spared. I pity and curse you, my fallen friend. Is that what we just found? No, that was what we just found. Oh, maybe we got all three of them. I haven't listened to any of the records yet from the DLC. I can't imagine I've received all of them, because obviously many of them were based around the choices that you make. I may have my issues with the oh, this is how it gets its power in the present day, isn't it? I may have had my issues with the balancing of the DLC. But one thing I can, with 100% hand on heart, say for a very subjective, a personal point of view, is that I really appreciate what it did in terms of its storytelling, in terms of fleshing out the game's original story. Oh, we can go see Rosita. No, Rosora. She said she'd be at Krat City Hall, didn't she? She'll be waiting for us, or what's left of her. I hope she's not turned into a mini-boss. If I can remember how to get there, it'll be... Oh! Yeah. The game has been quite... quite open and quite forthcoming with its... Oh, there she is. With its, this is where you go.
You came. I knew you would.
She
So
managed to
happy to see you
keep herself.
Friends always meet again. So I'll wait for you. Again at the world's end. Farewell. My forever friend. Who looks like my dear Carlo.
Masterpiece of a drawing. A child's drawing that looks very old. On the back are 2 sentences, each with different handwriting. Our beloved son, may your every day be as happy as this one. So we got Rosura and Carlo and Geppetto and... was that the mom, Camille? It was Camille, wasn't it? At the zoo. I'm not ashamed to admit that has brought some tears to my eyes. I think, and I was going to say this anyway, that in terms of story in a Souls game, Lies of P is above anything FromSoft has done. You know, I love the need to work things out in FromSoft games. I love the piecing together of things. But I think ultimately it is a style of storytelling that hurts telling an actual story. You know, when so much is open to interpretation, it actually obfuscates a tale a little too much. And for a world to live in, that's fine. You know, I may have my issues with the bloat of Elden Ring, but I still think it's an excellent game, and I think of FromSoft's efforts, it does have one of the more interesting stories, but it's not a well-told story. Whereas Lies of P and The Surge 2, actually, in my opinion, both told really good stories. I think Lies of P is a good chunk above The Surge 2. I love The Surge 2's sci-fi narrative, but I think this has been excellent, frankly. And the DLC has done really good things for providing context for things that we heard about in the original base game. Yeah, so this is why it's got this power at the Stargazer in the centre of the hotel. Because of what we did. So, in the subtlest of ways, we did change. Aha! That is overgrown. Golden rose.
Wow, look at it. It's so beautiful.
A golden rose that miraculously bloomed from a seed planted long ago in the garden. It may be used to decorate something in the hotel. However meagre, the boy's fight transcends the boundaries of time and alters fate itself. A golden tribute to the stories left behind beyond the infinite repetition of time. Ah, it's going on the record player. I'm at a Mask worn by the legendary Stalker. The Stalker agonised over her worthiness to wear this mask. The cricket guides the way, but what if it's the one who becomes... But what if it's the one who becomes lost? Don't worry about losing your way, dear sister. A path will always appear as long as there's somewhere to return to. The Stalker feared a warm touch more than a cold blade. Despite her legendary skills, she walked through life alone. Accepting two special boys as apprentices reawakened her resolve to protect the innocent. Gramophone now holds a cherished memory. I may have found several of the boss fights a little bit roughly tuned. I may have found some of the enemies a bit spongy, and the overall balance of the DLC a little bit too mean in comparison to the base game, which I think was tuned excellently. I think they may have tried to do a FromSoft with the DLC and actually not quite succeeded. And that's a shame. I think the DLC is still excellent. I don't think it brings down my overall impression of the game. But I do think the DLC content needs some tweaks. And I hope it gets them, even though I know that will piss off a very vocal group. I'd like to think a minority, but you never know. That is going to be it for my playthrough. Oh, there's still a... subtle changes. We were never going to be able to change the presence. Yeah, that was pretty evident. You know, I was reasonably certain that there was no hope of actually changing. Collector Klaus's hotel review. As a world-renowned collector, I would have been negligent if I had not left a review of this establishment. I hope this helps inform future guests of the state of this hotel. Rating 4 out of 5. Though dingy and lacking basic amenities, this hotel is still the safest place in all of Krat. This truly reads like a proper monthly landmark guide, wouldn't you say? He's got his bell on. Did he have the collar before? I don't know. Can't remember.
A great weapon calls for...
Oh, do we just get her sword? Of course we do, don't we? It's a quality weapon. Motivity and technique. Blossoming. Quickly rush forwards, piercing and slashing enemies. Uses an extra fable slot to rush forward again, slash enemies. Saber used by Lear, the legendary Stalker. Though it does not possess any special abilities, its elegance befits the reputation of its owner. Tens of thousands of vows flow along its beautiful blade. Only the boy with the heart of Ergo will be able to hear these vows.
I just want safety. That's why I should make sure.
I'd really like to tell her something about her brother. Right, what do we have? Ooh, that's the charge attack. Two-hit combo for R2. 3-hit combo for R1. That's the fatal attack. That's the square and L1 combo. And that is the L1 repeated combo. I think this has got an L1 to an R1 to R2 charge combo. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Yeah, once again, the cooler weapons being something that is not an advanced weapon. What? Oh, can't use the grindstone when you're in the hotel. So, we shall do the outro again. That is the end of my Lies of P Overture playthrough. I feel satisfied, but in some ways a little bit sad that I found the DLC a little bit poorly balanced. A few too many bullshitty things, which is part of the course, let's be honest. There's a lot of bullshitty things in FromSoft games, so nothing new, nothing surprising, and so on and so forth there. It is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had a wonderful time watching my pain. Because there's been plenty of that. Yeah, good systems upgrades. Yeah, I've overall enjoyed the experience. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a great day. Demagen, no longer lying. Signing off. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.